Taylor Watch. Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
How is everybody on this lovely warm day?
Feeling...
Before we get into everything, our weekends, etc., Gia, it's a little later in the day than we usually record, and I wish that I could have a little drink.
Me too, girl. You're telling me.
It's Pink Whitney o'clock. Pink Whitney, our pink lemonade flavored vodka, our number one bestie on the pod forever and ever, and it's just staring me in the eyes today in a way that makes me want to just rip a shot.
My mouth is watering a little bit,
Same.
and
Big
you know,
time.
it's just so delicious that no matter which way you drink it, it will taste good. So whether you use, peach schnapps, whether you use iced tea, sweet and sour mix, Red Bull, whatever it is.
People say Red Bull is the good stuff. Maybe a
Red
regular
Bull.
iced tea.
Yeah.
Kind of like a pink lemonade Arnold Palmer vibe.
Delicious.
Who knows? The possibilities are endless with Pink Whitney.
Yep, and they have every size you can imagine. They got the new Pink Whitney 20-pack shot bucket, perfect for any party or occasion. And they also have a variety of small sizes to grab and go and larger sizes to share, gift, or enjoy in your home bar. So make sure you are taking your shot with Pink Whitney. Good, honestly.
Feeling good?
Yes.
Let's go.
Good vibes.
I came into the week saying that I was going to have a good week, and so far so good.
Okay, good.
I was prepared.
I mean, you got a fresh do.
I've got new hair, fresh hair.
It's hard not to feel good when you have...
I got so many inches, like 6+ inches off.
Yeah.
Like a fuck ton of hair. It felt like a million pounds for some reason. Like I was sick of it.
Hair holds memories.
I thought about that when I cut it. I was like, I wonder if pieces of my hair, like how much has this hair been through? You know what I mean?
Lot.
Like
probably.
I wanted to know like exactly when
like this strand,
that hair grew in,
right.
So I'm, cutting all that off and all the people that come with it, probably.
Hell yeah.
But yes, new hair, feeling good. Still working out the styling. It's flat to my head right now. I had to go get highlights. I got it done last week, but I had to quickly get some highlights because it was a little too dark for spring summer, and then I got my hair blown out, but it's like not how I usually do it, so I'm so in my head about it. But anyway, enough about my hair. How are you, G? How was your weekend?
I'm good. Weekend was
feeling?
good. How was your weekend, actually?
Oh, my weekend was good.
How was your
so this weekend,
night?
yes. So
yes.
I literally was about to start talking about my Nana's celebration of life. That I can't stop talking about, which we don't even need to talk about. We did have that at the Botanical Gardens. A post is to come. I'm just too emotional.
Right.
My weekend, nothing happened on the weekend. Since we last spoke, I said how I was going to that hockey game. And I think after the dinner, after the game, after everything else that has come forth, I think it's probably going to be a friend.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a friend, and I'm very okay with that.
That's okay. I mean,
there are a few things.
It's always fun making new friends.
It's always fun making new friends. There were a couple of, I'm certainly not talking shit. There were a few things that were like, oh, that's weird. Or like, oh,
just
that's
not
whatever.
very compatible.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
no.
that's okay.
But I still had a lovely time, a lovely dinner, and a very good time at the game.
And that's all that matters.
Super fun. And yeah, so I'm happy to have gone to a hockey game before the end of the season. So, but that's that. Nothing exciting. People in my DMs are trying to guess or whatever who it is. A lot of people got it right, probably because it's the only hockey player I follow.
Yeah.
If you're paying attention, but again, nothing more to look into. It's really not.
Hey, at least
serious.
you could say you gave it a shot.
Gave it a shot.
Yeah.
Gave it a shot. I got a hug out of it.
Yes.
Like that's the vibe we're working at.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe he was just nervous because you're a more sophisticated woman.
And that is true. I am quite sophisticated. So it could be that. But again, yes, I think we're on the friend train, which is lovely. Sorry to disappoint.
No.
Thank you for all the support in my wagger though. I did feel like a wag. Like going.
I mean,
I was wagged out.
It's fun in the moment for sure. You get caught up in it a little bit. But yeah.
I met some other like friends and family.
Ooh,
like
yeah.
was
were they eyeing you up? Were they like,
well, they were confused, like, what are you doing in this area? Like,
in the
area that I was in, it was very clearly like
family and friends.
Yeah. Whatever.
Like, who's this newbie?
Right, a little bit. And so it was just like, and talk with some people. It was fun. And I think there were these people sitting in front. I brought my friend Courtney with me, and there were people sitting in front of us that were hammered drunk, but like there were a bunch of guys, but they were honestly having so much fun that it made it fun for you guys. Yeah. Like they were being cool drunk, like they weren't being annoying. Fun. And but they were just like one of their friends was rooting for one team, and then all the others were rooting for the others, so they would like give him shit, and it was a good atmosphere.
That's fun.
A lot of men. So if you're looking for men, go to a hockey game.
That's for sure.
Whenever we would see women, like we'd walk by women, it was kind of like I see you, girl.
Yeah.
Like we've got
Hang
you.
in there.
Yeah,
Stay strong, queen.
That's how few women were around, and I was like, I don't know if that's how hockey rolls, but
well, that's kind of. Baseball has a lot of girls too, but there's a lot of cute guys at baseball games too.
A lot of cute guys at baseball games. I love a baseball game.
Ugh.
I can't wait to go to one this year.
TJ and I are going next week after the Sunday after Ria's wedding.
Oh, fun.
Because
what
figured,
a good weekend.
Yeah, we figured Saturday we probably won't do anything.
Yeah.
Sunday, Yankees game.
That's great.
Chicken bucket.
Yum.
I'm so obsessed.
Wow, it makes me hungry. My stomach's growling. I apologize if anybody can hear it. That chicken bucket. I might have to get some chicken now.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall good time, whatever. My weekend too was good. I said this on TikTok. I had been planning for a while this like celebration of life for my Nana who passed away a long time ago, Thanksgiving. And
I was gonna say, wasn't that a long time ago? Yeah.
I'm just trying not to be heavy about it.
No,
but
yeah, I get that.
Passed away on Thanksgiving, didn't want a funeral, so we planned a celebration of life at the Botanical Gardens, and I highly recommend something like that for a family if you have someone in your life that like passes away or doesn't like the idea of a funeral or doesn't whatever. We just like took a tour through
so much more beautiful
it was
and
stunning.
Sentimental, I feel like.
Extremely sentimental. My
Yeah.
Nana was a big flower girl, and we went through the orchid show, which I always talk about. And then we had a nice little lunch with like tea sandwiches and some champagne after, and just like, cried a little bit, but laughed at memories and stuff like that. And because it's been like 5-ish months, it was enough time removed that we could have like a good time
convo without
instead
it being
of it
too
just being
sad.
like everyone's in black and everyone's upset and everyone like it was really, really nice to have some space in between. Very small, like literally just I think there were it was like my dad, his brother, and our families, and my grandpa. Like that was literally it.
That's what
it was really nice.
I feel like that's my preference of
I feel the same.
Dealing with death. Like it's just like why force, because funerals are already so sad.
They're so sad.
And like celebration of life, like at least you can add like a little bit of a happiness element to it, or like a peaceful element. I feel like funerals just like despair.
I feel like a funeral the reason people have funerals is so you can get closure on someone who's passed away. But I feel like it sucks that people feel like they need that kind of closure. Like you can still get closure with like a celebration or with like a, just something a little more lighthearted. Like we don't need to, if you're someone who everybody grieves differently, if you want to sit in your grief and have those moments of sadness and whatever. And of course, if it's like a tragedy or something, it's hard to kind of be celebratory about
that's
it.
True.
But it totally changes the vibe in a good way. And it really, I don't know. But speaking of that, so separately, and we'll get into, I swear we'll start talking about Taylor Swift in a second. I watched, and we can talk about this at length later, but have you watched Dying for Sex yet?
No,
or have you
I
seen it
haven't.
pop up? Okay. Later on, maybe towards the end, we'll do a little show. We'll talk about some shows. And I want to bring that up because I highly, highly recommend it to everyone because it's a show about like cancer, but it's also about death and friendship and kind of like accepting it. And honestly, it like I've never watched a show that deals with death in such a positive way or like a sweet
realistic
way, more and without like with elements of sadness, but not like gloom and doom, Right. And I just love it. So we'll talk about it after. But speaking of people who had, actually, no, first, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
Feeling good? Okay.
Yeah, I was a little under the weather yesterday.
Yeah.
This weekend, like I didn't go out. I went out Saturday,
It was
but
so
like
gloomy.
it was so gloomy. I could feel like the phlegm catching up to me. But I'm feeling good now. I'm glad I kind of got it over with yesterday, and now we can push
Now we can
through.
live our
And
life.
I think it has to do with my allergies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll get sick for days when the weather changes drastically like that, and it like fucks up your sinuses.
Yeah,
the
my
worst.
sinuses are just so fucked. And like, the second
And
the
nothing ever
weather
works.
starts to get like temperamental the way it does in the spring, where it's like one day it's warm, next day it's cold, next day it's raining, next day it's warm, my immune system just fucks.
I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
I feel that. Good. Glad we're all on the mend. We're all feeling
Yes.
good. Positivity. Love it. And a lot of people had busy weekends this weekend, and
That
they
is
were
true.
all busy taking selfies at Coachella.
Yes, that's true.
So Coachella weekend 1 was this past weekend. No Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor. So, until next weekend, we'll see. She could be going to weekend 2. Who knows?
Is Ed Sheeran headlining weekend 2?
No.
Why was everyone saying Ed Sheeran? Ed Sheeran's performing at Coachella.
No, I think it's the same, because Coachella's Twitter, the only reason I know is because I was writing about it yesterday. Coachella's Twitter says that every day is, like, they have dual dates where it's like weekend 1 and weekend 2. So it's exactly the same show.
Oh, no, yeah.
He is?
Ed Sheeran will play in the Mojave tent on Saturday of weekend 2, April 19th.
Is that like
And
a new surprise?
This weekend was Weezer. Next weekend is Ed Sheeran. I didn't realize that at all.
Oh, wow.
They added them last minute. Okay, according to Billboard, the addition of Weezer and Sheeran fills in some absences after other artists, including FKA Twigs and Anita, dropped out.
Oh, wow. Those are both good. I mean, I love Ed Sheeran, but
Yeah.
Anita and FKA Twigs, people are probably devastated
Yeah.
to lose them. Did they play this week? Let's see.
So Weezer played this weekend,
Oh,
and then Ed
got
Sheeran
it.
is going to take that spot.
We'll take that spot.
This upcoming weekend,
Well,
which I
that's
didn't realize.
I didn't know that either at all, but that's very exciting. Yeah, because like on the Coachella thing, it says like Friday, April 11th and 18th, Saturday, April 12th and 19th.
Oh,
like each
okay.
one says, so like Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone will headline again next week.
Right.
Travis Scott designs the desert. I'm just noticing that.
That's
So
when he did his own like concert thing too.
Right.
I'm not really sure.
I
Remember
see.
we talked about that for like a second.
Yeah, I
We were
forgot
like, what does
about
that even mean? But he like did his own he did like a
similar to
show.
like Coachella. Everybody was talking about Coachella too this weekend when Beyonce did her own. She just like performed, I think.
But she was a headliner.
Right.
Which
Why was everybody
it's
calling it
different than
Coachella? People were
because
saying
that's
it was
just like Gagachella,
it
you
just
know?
got-
Yeah, it's kind of like
okay.
Which also was funny because I thought that everyone kept saying Gagchella because everyone was so gagged.
Yeah.
But then I realized it was Gagachella.
It was not.
Yeah.
I would love for on Thursday people to call in and share Coachella experiences. Not kidding, because I have never been to Coachella.
Yeah, neither have I.
So it's crazy for me to be like talking shit, but I've been to music festivals and
Yeah.
I know the vibe. But when I moved to New York in 2013, I worked for a company that like we had to report on major events happening and in New York and elsewhere. Basically, we were like stalking influencers. We were
Yeah.
like the original like this is what the influencers are up to. And Coachella was the like you had to be rich to go to Coachella
Yeah.
or you had to be like partnered with a brand, and that was the only way you could go. Like the prices were insane, like it was nuts, right? And it always was, it looked cool.
Yeah.
The headline, the music lists were always amazing. Like, but everybody was like, oh, damn, I really want to go to Coachella. Like, how cool, whatever. Over time, like in the last 10 years, I think that like they've monetized Coachella in a different way. Like now they do the stream, which I love. I
Yeah.
think the stream is a really cool thing. But there are so many like brands and activations that if you're not an influencer, celebrity, or like someone who's partnered with like a major brand, which like they suck up all the tickets. Like there are so many brands at Coachella right now that half the people there are like there with a brand.
Yeah.
If you're a regular person, does Coachella totally suck now? Like I feel like you can't, everything I've seen of it that's outside of the influencers and stuff looks like a fucking mess. Like absolutely too many people. Did you see this? People finance their trips, their tickets to Coachella, which I mean, I've used Klarna on a thing or two. I'm not shaming that either.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you can't, like, that's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I kind of feel like it almost opposite in the sense that I feel like it sucks more if you're an influencer than it would if you're like a normal person. Just because I feel like if you're the like regular people, most of these people like camp, they're like very used to the festival lifestyle. I feel like from my experience, I mean, I don't know how it's like at all because I've never been, but
not
like
Coachella,
when
but
I went to
festivals,
when I went to Lolla and when I went to Gov Ball, like there's like kind of like two sides, like the annoying side with like all the influencers and like all the like people, and then there's like the chill side almost where like it's just like the regular people.
Interesting. Okay.
So I feel like Coachella's kind of like gentrified. Like
that makes honestly so much sense. And I've had people in my DMs replying because I wrote a big blog about it yesterday, and
It's also a million degrees there too.
It's a million degrees. Yeah. It's in the desert. Yeah. But also, so I've had people reply saying like, oh, weekend 1 is always a mess. Weekend 2 is like the chill weekend. And I'm like wondering, you know, if that's true or not, whatever. People are going back and forth. Like I had people saying both things.
Right.
And then
I feel like it's just what you make out of it. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like if you want to have a chill, fun vibe, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you want to do the influencer expensive shit, like you can do that too. But I do feel like Coachella has gotten very inaccessible in the fact that either you are shelling out a fucking paycheck, like more than a paycheck, like your salary to go, or you are like really bumming it and taking a communal shower,
right,
sleeping
and being
in your
kind
car.
of crazy.
You know what I mean?
That leads me to my next question, which is like, why do people feel the need? Like, yes, of course, the headliners are amazing. It's all great, but I would say like almost carbon copy of Coachella will be Lollapalooza. They have like 8 different things that are all the same people.
They all have usually every year festivals have pretty
like
similar lineups. Yeah.
So then why is it that why now are people so desperate to go? And the conclusion I've drawn is that they think that it's like cool to be there. Yeah. It's like, I want to say that I was at Coachella.
But I think it's always been like that.
It definitely has been, but I feel like now it's
more,
become,
well, probably because
like
social
people
media.
don't care, for sure. But people don't care about, so that leads me into my next thing. People don't care about the music anymore. They care about being like, I dressed up and I went to Coachella. And you know how I know this, G? And I'm appalled. I'm absolutely appalled by this. Alex Earl had been posting nonstop about how excited she was for Lady Gaga. Yeah. She couldn't wait to go see her, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yes, girl, pause up. Same. So jealous. Like, the only thing I was jealous of in Coachella this year was Lady Gaga. Yeah. And if she wasn't going on tour, I may have tried to go. You know? Yeah. Alex Earl gets to Lady Gaga.
That video,
gets to Lady Gaga, shows she's like far back, like she's not close to the thing, she's not in with like the influencers or celebrities or whatever. Starts panning around the audience. Abracadabra is mid-song, blaring. Everyone around is standing still. Nobody's even. There's a couple cell phones up. Everyone else is standing still. Yeah. And Alex on her thing is like, Gaga's not the vibe. Or these people at Gaga are not the vibe. And in the thing, she's like, why is no one dancing? Yeah. She said she got in a fight with some girl because she was trying to dance. When I saw that, I was like, well, maybe you were drunk and being annoying. But then when I saw the video of no one dancing, I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah. I do feel like that's just kind of like a festival thing where like if you get stuck in a bad area, like I really do think, I think festival culture like stays alive because there are so many people that go there purely for the music. But I think we see all of the selfies and the going for all the bad because that's kind of what's presented to us. The people that go for the music, they're not posting every 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like that's happened to me at festivals before where I'm like, why does everyone have a stick up their ass? Yeah. But I wonder maybe if she moved to like a different side, if it would have been different. But also maybe Coachella is kind of like, it is a lot of rich, stuck up people. So maybe they just all were like, I'm too cool for this. I don't think it's rich stuck up people anymore. I think it's people wanting to appear as if they are like rich people at Coachella, but they're not. They're financing their ticket and they're there and they're just like, I'm here. And they don't know, like they're not enjoying it. They just want to be there. Yeah. That's like the like Chaperone when she was, I don't think it was at Coachella. Maybe it was at Coachella, like Lala or something. She was doing Lala was the big one. Yeah. Lala was when she was like, VIP is acting way too fucking cool to do this. Like, I feel like no one's dancing. That's kind of the Coachella vibe. Like you're too cool to dance almost. Well, like too cool to go cut
crazy.
That shit out.
No,
like,
I agree.
If you're spending an arm and a leg, like enjoy yourself.
I agree.
Like, what's going on? Ugh,
I think people like Alex Earl like are more refreshing in the sense that like she doesn't really care. She likes to have fun. Yeah. And also she's
like a festival girl. Like I believe her.
She's
like,
a huge festival girl.
I was saying like who is to blame for like this downfall of the appearance of Coachella? Like again, I also said like I'm sure you go with a group of friends, you're going to music, of course you're gonna have fun. Like it is what you make it.
See,
like
that's
I said.
So interesting too because I feel like when I was watching Coachella stuff this weekend, like I was like, shit, I kinda wanna be there. Like I thought
Pat said the same thing. Yeah. But then like Joey said, fuck that. It looks like a mess this year. And all I'm seeing is like the mess. I'm like, oh God.
The mess that I'm seeing are the influencers' outfits. That's the mess that I've been
Everyone
seeing.
Looks
They're
like
awful.
Shit.
They're terrible.
No one knows how to dress anymore. Yeah. It looks crazy. But all that's one thing. So I'm very curious about people's like experiences at Coachella, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
Because Andrea, my friend, she went like right around that time, like 2013, 14, 15, like
Flower
when it was
Crown
really
year.
Flower Crown years, when it was really popping off, and she got to go and said it was like some of the most fun she's ever had.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And then, but she has said now that it looks awful. She's like, I would not go now. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if that's like, oh, I just wouldn't want to do that. But I love a music festival.
I really think like the influencer of it all is like one of the bigger like social media of it all, because like it also, you know, they do all these like activations and like the Revolve like fest and like Revolve giveaway house, like they make it so unaccessible
for sure
that like
I said it's been bastardized by the brands is what I said, because I agree. It's like, and again, no shade to these brands. Of course you're gonna have an activation at Coachella.
Yeah,
if you have the option,
it's
why
the
wouldn't
biggest
you?
Fucking thing.
Yeah. But I just think it's become so, it's like, it's Coachella is for consumers, and the consumers are hungry, and they'll just do and pay whatever to be there and to be seen. And I'm kind of like, damn, that sucks. Like, you know, any space that has like music, and it's like, I just am kind of like, I wish everybody's there for the music, you know? Like,
yes,
I don't know. Maybe I'm being weird.
I totally get what you're saying. And I do think that there's like I wouldn't say 50-50, but there's definitely a split of festival goers.
Sure.
There's people there for the Instagram. There's people there like to actually enjoy the music.
Yeah.
And I think that's the case for like a lot of these festivals. And I think Coachella has just become like, you know, it's festival that now is just blown up so much that like it seems
it's massive.
It's gotten
the
so
biggest
big
one.
to the point where it's like, okay, now it's kind of lame, because now
100%,
it's like
and that's how I feel about
overdone.
It now, where I'm like, oh, I never wanted to go in the first place, but I definitely don't want to go now.
Yeah,
like that's kind of
it really depends on
the desert is what makes me not want to go.
That looks awful. I saw some video of a girl saying that they were like camping in her car and she didn't have AC. I was like, what? Like,
you're gonna die. You're gonna pass out.
Yeah, it's like 110 degrees.
I panic at the thought of like really needing water and having to stand on like a 2-hour line for it.
Yeah,
you know, like that is like, that's, if I don't have water around when I'm thirsty, like that's like, I feel like I'm gonna die. But okay, so separately from that, next question: did you see the Charlie stuff?
I did.
What do you think about it? Because I again, it's another one where I can't tell if I'm being but I think I low-key hate Charlie right now. Like, I think I'm beefing hard with Charlie XCX
right now. She's super hypocritical for somebody that claims that they don't care about the charts and literally mainstream media and stuff like that. You so clearly do. But I do think she does touch on that conflict, like in her music. Like, she talks about how, like,
her confusion.
Yes, exactly. She wants to be winning Grammys, but also at the same time, she wants to go on stage and say, like, fuck you when she wins the Grammy and walk off, whatever, and blow the Grammys up. So I get that, but, like, you gotta pick a side a little bit.
You gotta pick a side, but wait. So what we're referring to, if you didn't see it, I totally forgot. Is so Charlie XCX on Saturday of Coachella had second billing to Green Day.
Yeah.
Green Day was the headliner. Charlie is second up, so she would be the show right before Green Day. And everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, the Charlie stans are saying that she deserved to be the headliner and not second billing, and it's whatever. So then later on, Charlie at her after party was seen wearing a sash that said "Miss should be headliner," which I am a massive Green Day fan. You know, it's not like name 20 songs, but I respect the fuck out of Green Day.
Yeah, I agree.
For years and years, and they are on like a resurgence, and they're doing their thing right now, and so I think that they deserve to be the headliner. They're massive, huge,
and they've been massive for multiple years,
and they're still bigger than Charlie.
And like Charlie,
still.
1,000%. And Charlie has been
do you see the downloads thing? Like downloads wise, they still have. No, it's not even. They're close now, but Charlie now has like 300 million listeners a month. Green Day still has 32 million listeners a month, and they are 30 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was about to say. Like, Charlie's been in the industry for a really long time, but like she's just kind of now starting to get like the fame and spotlight that she's deserved. Whereas Green Day has been in the industry for so long, and they've been so big for so long.
Yep.
That's who headlines Coachella, you know.
Exactly.
The Green Days, the Coldplays, the
Lady Gagas.
The Lady Gaga. Like, these people that are timeless, that are, you know, that have been classic, big names for a really long time. Beyonce, you know, all the Harry Styles, all these people.
Of course.
Charlie, unfortunately, she had this huge research, like Brad Summer was this big thing, but like you don't see Sabrina Carpenter getting like headline spots or like Gracie Abrams getting headline spots.
Exactly. The Sabrina specifically, I thought this about. I was like, Sabrina and Charlie came out with
so many women are
massive
having
albums at the same time, and Sabrina never once said I should be headlining.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And it's disrespectful to Green Day, like.
So and I could cry because I really felt I was like I'm worried that I am becoming like
having
whatever.
Respect for like
it's super disrespectful.
So like Green, I feel like Green, and like if you're Charlie, like Green Day's like this alt, controversial.
Right. You think she would be a fan of?
Yeah,
them.
totally.
I felt like it was not only disrespectful but extremely like lacking self-awareness. Like Charlie, I don't understand, and I know that I always bring up her age, and I don't mean to do that, but because it's so close to my own, I can't imagine. She's 32. I can't imagine thinking or acting the way she's acting at that time, like knowing what I know now. Like, so I feel like she is the leader of the 20-year-olds now, and she will do anything to impress them, including wear a sash like that, which is disrespectful. Like, and it's not humble. It's not like, you sound full of yourself.
Yeah, that's
and
what
so
it
you're
is.
gonna lose the people like me, who I have always liked Charlie. I've always liked her music. Brat was obviously a huge album last summer, and
it's not like she got a fucking 4 p.m. spot. She got the fucking second to last.
That's what I'm saying. Like
spot.
She got the 7 p.m. show. Or whatever the fuck. Well, Green Day gets 9. Like and it's still dark out. There's still fun, like to be had, whatever it is.
Yeah. Someone quote tweeted and said, "Miss craves institutional validation while pretending she's too cool for it. This chick thinks she can compare to Green Day. Watch Gaga on Friday, and that woman looked into the crowd full of people she raised. Same thing happened with Green Day on Saturday.
Exactly.
That's the legacy that makes you worthy of headlining and whatever the fuck Brad Summer was."
That's what I'm saying. Like if Charlie had a discography that could compare to Green Day, I would maybe think, one album doesn't get you there, girl.
Yeah.
And sorry to the stands, but that's true. Like one album does not get you there. It doesn't matter how popular you are at that moment. That doesn't automatically give you a headliner spot at fucking Coachella, the biggest event they've got going.
I agree.
And I mean, even the third headliner, Post Malone. Like Post Malone came out he had his like country fusion album just come out.
You don't see Meg Thee Stallion wearing a fucking hat.
She's number 2. And I would argue to say that like Meg probably did better than Post. You know what I mean? This year. And
her performance was insane.
Ugh. I love Post Malone so much, and I respect that he was able to headline. That's amazing. But again, like, no, he didn't have the biggest year out of everyone else. Like, he was up there. He had a big year.
Multiple albums be very successful.
Exactly. I would say that he probably had not as big as Charlie of a year, but similarly, and he's on Fortnite with Taylor. Like, he's very relevant right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And like you're saying, plus the discography to back it up.
Yeah.
And I just don't, I hated seeing that.
Yeah,
and it also made me like hate. So what I said was, has Coachella turned into like the festival for like younger people, and should we stop having headliners like Green Day and Gaga and Post Malone
because they don't appreciate it. Yeah.
I mean, turn that into like the kids festival.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's what I feel like Lollapalooza is, or like Gov Ball. Like that's where like the kids should be going, you know? Like if you guys want like,
they're like starter
who's
festivals
trendy right now on TikTok, like go to fucking Gov Ball or Lolla. Like then you'll see like everybody like you've been hearing on the radio, whatever. Like
100%.
Coachella, I feel like they do a good job of splitting it evenly, of like having the, you know, the A-list, A-list like legends headlining, and then they have like the big names, and then they have like small indie artists, like so many different type of people, rappers, EDM, like all this different type of stuff.
It's huge. I actually think the way that they disperse it is so inclusive. Everyone can go, everyone can be there. It doesn't matter your age. Like I like that about Coachella.
Like I get I mean, I don't know, maybe like wearing the sash as a joke, whatever, but like it's always gonna come across in a silly way. Like you just look silly, and it's crazy that you would like openly disrespect Green Day like that.
I just think she's a phony. I'm fully subscribed to the fact that Charlie's a phony. Like she pretends to be this anarchist, and in reality not even close. Like, and this like was the nail in the coffin for me, I think. Again, still love her music. Her as a person, I don't fuck with her. Like it's just, I just don't, or as far as I can tell, whatever's presented to me, this was like, no, I'm out. I'm totally out. But
50-50 on her still.
She just, I don't know. Like maybe she's doing things and doesn't think how it's going to come across, or maybe she thinks people will think it's funny or joke around or whatever. And like, I guess I could see a world, like you said, where the sash is like a joke or something, but I don't know, maybe like talk to Green Day about it. Like if I saw like Billy Joe in like a picture with her with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's rude as fuck. And
Billy Joe.
And that's that. But then so next weekend right.
Billy Joel.
No, Billy Joel Armstrong.
Isn't it Billy Joel Armstrong?
No, it's Joe.
Oh, I thought
Billy
it was
Joe.
Billy Joel. Oh my God.
No, Billy Joel is
I know Billy Joel.
man. Yeah.
For some reason,
Billy Joe Armstrong.
For some reason, I always thought that Billy Joe was the funniest name on planet Earth. Billy Joe. Billy Bob.
It sounds like Billy Bob. Yeah. Well, when I first like learned of Green Day's been around my whole life, but when I first learned them when I was in like third grade, I also was confused about like Billy Joe, Billy Joel, but that's
Billy Joe
Armstrong. Yeah. But yeah, so whatever. All I want to see for weekend 2 from afar is people dancing to Gaga. I better fucking see people dancing.
Put your fucking paws up.
Paws up. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, and she's performing a lot from Mayhem too. They said, like, I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched clips, but they said that heavy on the new album. So love that. And then a couple of hits in there. So enjoy yourselves at Gaga. Enjoy yourselves at Green Day.
Yeah.
Green Day is also another band that it's like, they're not old, but who knows how long. They're not young either. You know what I mean? Kind of like the Rolling Stones. Like, you see the Rolling Stones, you go to the Rolling Stones because who knows how long they're going to perform.
Yeah, that's true.
How many more times is
Green Day?
Is Green Day ever going to do Coachella again?
Didn't they kind of break
not.
up too for a little bit?
I think
they had like a hiatus.
I think
maybe?
they had a hiatus.
Yeah.
They did because Billy Joe had to go to rehab for a little while.
Billy Joe. Yeah.
Or what did I say? Yeah, did I say Billy Joe?
Billy Joe. Yeah.
Gia, I have a very serious correction to make.
You got to be more careful, Kelly.
I got to be more careful because, of course, we were discussing our besties, Boll Branch, recently because they sent us news sheets and they love us so much and we love them equally. And I kept saying that I had put my news sheets on my bed, my blah, blah, blah sheets, whatever. I had the color wrong. It's actually juniper.
How dare you?
How dare I?
Yeah.
And to be honest, when I looked closely at them, I went back and I said, wait a minute, I thought this was olive. Certainly not. It is kind of dark in that tone, but it has a blue hue to it. So it's stunning. It's beautiful. It matches the rest of my bedding, which is like cream and whatever.
Lovely.
And it's honestly brought a very warm and comforting look to my room recently.
I love that.
Like the color of sheets that I got. I don't usually do dark sheets. So I've been loving it, and I just continue to love Boll Branch more than anybody else on this earth.
I mean,
I love them.
We talk about them all the time. We talk about how much we love them. We genuinely use all of their stuff. Their comforters, their sheets, pillowcases,
the
robes,
robe.
the blanket,
the robe.
everything. And Boll Branch's best percale sheets. You'll never sleep hot again. They're made with special cooling weave in the finest 100% organic cotton, and these sheets feel crisp to the touch, breathable to sleep in, and offer cool comfort that lasts all night, which is great because we all know it's starting to get pretty hot.
Yes,
and it's only going to get hotter. So feel the difference cool comfort can make with Boll Branch's 30-night guarantee. Feel the difference an extraordinary night's sleep can make with Boll Branch. Get 15% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com with promo code TaylorWatch. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com, promo code TaylorWatch to save 15%. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
But yeah, anyway, all that's that. I would love to hear people's thoughts on Coachella as a whole, but Taylor was not there.
Nope.
Timothy and Kylie were having a lovely time.
Very cute
Love
couple.
to see it.
I
They're
love
so
them.
cutie.
They are really cute.
I love them too.
I know.
I think that
and I like how he like makes her normal.
Totally.
Yeah.
Out of all the Kardashians, I've always liked Kylie. Like, she's the only. Kylie and Kendall are like, and Khloe are like the only normal ones in my eyes. But Kylie is she's cool to me.
Yeah,
no matter what.
Cool,
like I feel like she's down to earth. She's a good mom.
Yeah.
She's not down to earth, I guess, but you know what I mean. As down to earth as she can be.
She seems like semi-normal, which is saying a lot.
Having lived the life that she lived, and remember, she was only a very young child when all this shit was thrust upon her.
Right.
So I feel bad in that way. But yeah, that's Coachella.
Yeah, I was happy to see them. They were kind of like the only really poppin' celeb.
I saw Hailey Bieber.
Oh yeah, and Justin.
I didn't see Justin. I saw her with Billie Eilish, but I didn't see pictures of Hailey.
There's
and
like
Justin.
a funny video of like Tate McRae and Kid Laroi, and like Kid Laroi standing behind Tate McRae and they're dancing, and then it's Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber, but Hailey Bieber standing behind Justin and they're dancing. So like,
oh my god,
she's like hugging
so they're
him from behind.
prom-posing opposite prom pose.
Yeah, which was kind of funny. And I also saw a video of Justin Bieber dancing with Stormi.
Oh my God, really?
During Travis Scott's set.
Fuck,
yeah.
I gotta go back and watch these because
Yeah,
that's
it was
really
cute.
Oh, so Justin seems to be doing okay.
Yeah, he seems like
After
he's
he
doing
was
all
like
right.
screaming at the paparazzi
Yeah.
and stuff. Although I'm always on his side when he's yelling at the paps because they
I
need to get out
get
of his
it.
face. I get it
Yeah,
too.
get out of his face.
I'm
Like,
always on his
money,
side with
you just
that.
want money. And he's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all.
Yeah.
Not wrong at all. All right, let's dive into a little bit of the Taylor info that's been coming out. I wouldn't say drama, but there's certainly a lot of information flying around. What's happening here? Who's talking about what? So we'll get into that. First things first, the Fearless cardigan dropped. We discussed it last week.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thanks.
And since then, people have gone a little crazy with the video that came out. There was a video that came out that was an advertisement for the Fearless cardigan, but it was very like, two school kids. It looked like So High School. Like if So High School
it really
released a
did
video,
look like
it
a
looked
So
like
High School
that.
music video. So
Everyone is freaking out about it.
Yeah, so everyone's kind of been throwing around the July 4th date anyways, and then
Well, wait, before this, did you see, I just remembered this. Did you see the people saying that whole thing was like, a lot of it was an homage to Travis? How like
the lockers were like the
Yes,
same
the
color and the
lockers.
Letterman jacket. Yeah, I did see
yes,
that.
Yes.
Which was cute.
I
Maybe.
think it's cute. Maybe.
Yeah.
It could be. It seems like, I don't know.
I don't know. They just found like a random picture of Travis in the Letterman jacket. I'm like,
It's like
does she
chill.
like, yeah, it's like hard to
Like,
make.
I don't know.
Sometimes the
lockers,
connections are.
Also, lockers are like a common theme. They were like, it
Yeah.
looks like the New Heights logo. I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
so continue what you're saying about July 4th.
So people were throwing out the July 4th date anyways, and then once that cardigan video came out, the promotional video, it started making people clown more because, so I watched this girl's video, and she said that there were 50 stars on all the models, and in every picture, every model is wearing stripes, so 50 stars plus stripes. So there's this USA theme, whatever.
Okay.
And then in the promotional video, the song that's playing is Untouchable, and the last time she performed that song was on July 4th as a surprise song on the Eras tour.
Got it.
And and that's what I'm
My
saying.
nose is halfway
and
there.
then she continued on with the July 4th theory. She said when she's saying I did something bad, that was 321 days before July 4th, 2025, so 321. And then the Ruby Easter eggs that have been all over the place.
Right.
And rubies are July birthstone.
Rubies, yeah.
And July 4th is on a Friday this year. And then, the
Wait.
classic lyrics, after the storm, something was born on the 4th of July.
I thought July 4th is a Saturday.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a Friday. Unless.
Oh, no, it is a Friday.
Yeah.
I'm traveling back from Greece that day, and I thought it was a Saturday for
So
some reason.
people are theorizing. I forget where the May 2nd came from, but people are theorizing now May 2nd announcement for July 4th reputation date.
Wow.
And
listen, we need something to pay attention
it's hard
to. Sure.
to believe after this past one for sure.
Right. I saw some other girl. It might have been the one you sent me. Was she also talking about like her 4th of July photo with like 6 friends?
Yeah, that's where she kind of lost me because she was like,
one is not.
There's 5 girls, 2 girls, 5 girls, 2 girls, like May 2nd.
Like, and one is sitting separately and like whatever. I was like, no, I think her friends are just drunk on the grass taking a cute pic. Like, I don't think
that's very calculated if that's how it is, like that far ahead in Instagram pictures. Like, how can you tell your friends like what poses to make? You know what I mean?
Right. That
like,
doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem very authentic, but there were those points that I just stated. Those were the ones that stood out to me where I was like, okay, that makes sense. Because she had a lot of other like, very minuscule. Like she said, on July 4th there's fireworks, and what's at the end of the Eras Tour book? Fireworks.
Right.
She's like,
so it's like, here we go.
Yeah. So it's like kind of like grasping at straws a little bit, but at the same, I thought that there were a few strong points.
I agree.
There, like on the Untouchable thing, I was like, ooh, and then
someone said the last this was the other thing with the dates. Okay, it says 3/14, the date in the Robin video, which is there a date in the Robin video? Is there a Robin lyric video?
Robin lyrics
They lose
video?
me when it comes to the lyric videos. Like if there are Easter eggs in the lyric videos, I'm never gonna see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't really watch those. But this thing says, yep, 3/14. But you said 5. Oh no, 3/14. That already happened. Was that the original clown date that we thought? Who the fuck knows? This girl says, yeah, 3/14 Date and Robin video plus 112 days is 7/4. After the storm, there was something born on the 4th of July. Plus 112 days after that, 10/24 is debut's 19th anniversary. Follows the same schedule as 2023. And then someone else says, stop it, that's not real. And then someone says, 1989 TV was exactly 112 days after Speak Now. So people are clowning. I'm not sure if people know what they're clowning for. But I think out of all those things, I think the strongest argument that can be made for July in general, maybe it's the 4th, maybe it's another time, like who knows what day. July 4th sounds likely just because she's always having a party on that day. And it is, if it's a Friday, whatever, blah, blah. But the rubies to me tell me everything. Like she's been rubied the fuck out for a long time.
Yeah.
And her thank you speech for the iHearts with the necklace and the snake and the ruby on the snake. Like those I think make sense for July. I think we can count on July.
Yeah.
I think that July makes sense. I know we've said this 10,000 times, but July makes sense. And I think those are all some valid points.
I think it's
the song, right? Because why would they pick Untouchable for that song?
Yeah, A Million Little Stars.
Yeah, A Million Little Stars. Well, it could just be that. Because there's stars on the cardigans.
But it is interesting, and it's
she's had a lot of time to think about these intricacies.
Definitely keep your eyes peeled. This theory, I was like, okay, like this kind of has some legs to it.
This could make sense. What day of the week is May 2nd is also a Friday. Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. I always appreciate any excuse to be a clown.
Yeah, I mean,
so I'm happy
it gives us
for
something
that.
to look forward to. Why not?
Yeah. Separately, no worries, because even if there isn't a new album or a new Reputation drop or whatever, 5 of Taylor's albums have surpassed 9 billion streams at this point.
Crazy.
So crazy.
It's just
so crazy.
Like, is anyone else doing that? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Billions of streams. It's just so many streams. So many streams. We also have we do have TTPD anniversary coming up soon.
Yeah, the 19th.
The 19th, which is next. Oh, so it's next Monday. Wait. Am I stupid right now? It's on Saturday. So, maybe we'll celebrate. We'll celebrate the following week.
Yeah, maybe.
Because doesn't really make sense. Either way, it's whatever. So we'll see. We're still celebrating. Everybody should be listening to TTPD. It's the anniversary. We love it.
Yeah, definitely.
But also talking about albums, etc. People are saying that on Apple Music, if you go onto Taylor's page, that all of her old non-Taylor's version albums are not on the page anymore. So Apple has done her the courtesy of getting rid of those. They're still searchable and you can still play them, but they're just not like display on her page, which I think is that. I respect that too. Yeah. I think it's great. Apple and Taylor, I think, have come a really long way.
Yeah. People
forget that originally when Taylor was trying to fight for herself and other artists when it comes to streaming and the money that you make on streaming, her first beef started with Apple. It was like Apple Music is not.
It was like Spotify too, right?
Spotify also, yeah. But Apple was started Apple and then Spotify got lumped in. But Spotify caved quickly. Apple kind of was kind of stomping all over.
I thought she only took her music off Spotify.
She definitely took her music off Spotify. No, I think she threatened to take it off of everywhere. And I think maybe Spotify played a little bit of hardball, but Apple was her, at the time it was Apple Music, I thought. Or maybe Apple Music was the one that that agreed to it first. It's definitely something she had a specific thing with Apple.
She's had a partnership with Apple Music forever.
No, right, but that came out of this discrepancy. Something happened first and then Apple responded with let's do a partnership, and she agreed. It was that music rights thing.
Yeah, I think it's just Spotify. I'm pretty sure it's just Spotify. I could be wrong though, but I'm looking it up and it's all coming up Spotify. I'll look up. Did Taylor take her music off Apple? Okay, wait.
Oh, no, yeah. It says 2015, Taylor famously challenged Apple's plan for their new streaming service. Right. It wasn't just her. It was streaming for everyone. Apple Music initially not paying artists for the music streamed during the period. Open letter and subsequent refusal to make her album 1989 available on the service on Apple led to and then they switched up quick. Like she was like, I'm not putting my album on Apple, and Apple was like, okay, and then immediately said yes. And then there was another issue with Spotify like shortly after, because Spotify didn't have the same kind of like, they were also not paying in the same way, but they weren't as big of a company yet. Like Spotify was big, but Apple was the one. And then after Spotify changed up, they like followed suit with Apple, was when Spotify kind of overtook.
That
streaming.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Oopsie doopsie.
She like and then she did like the Apple commercial. You know what I mean? Like it was a complete 180 with Apple as soon as they complied, and was like, yeah, we'll pay all artists. And so Taylor is now credited with that. Like when artists talk, and even at the time, 2015 was a good year because artists were like thanking Taylor for speaking out for them. Well, she always does that, you know? She's always speaking up for other artists and stuff. But anyway, she's come a long way with Apple, so that's lovely that they still have a good relationship. So much so that they'll make sure to bring up her, you know, her hard work, and that also tells me that, you know, maybe the other two are coming. You know, right?
Make space.
Want to get excited about that? Yeah, let's make space.
Hold some space.
Let's get rid of the trash.
Yeah, let's hold space for the Taylor's version.
Absolutely. Another Taylor's version. So in the wake of us like waiting for these new 2 Taylor versions, everyone's obviously talking about TS12, blah, new album, new music. But over the weekend / end of week last week, there may have been a snafu or a mistake or something going on.
Yeah.
Because there's this he's Swedish, right?
Yep.
This composer named Eric Arvinder, and he did an interview on like either a Swedish, it was a podcast or radio. I can't remember exactly if it was one or the other, but there's a clip of him.
So the man talking in the clip is a Swedish DJ called Naus.
Oh, right.
Do you want me to just read this?
Yeah, read that. Why is everybody saying his name is Eric?
Well, because Naus brought up.
That's who he's talking about. Right. Sorry. Yes. Read
that.
So
he said, someone explained the whole thing on Twitter. They said, the man talking is a Swedish DJ called Naus. He's firstly talking about making a new version of a song called Framlig by Carola, an iconic Swedish song. Love. He then talks about looking for a new project and about being friends with Benjamin Ingrosso, a Swedish pop star. He went to Bastad, a Swedish town, and when he was there, he saw a picture of Lasse Holm, a Swedish singer. He realized that he should make this new version of his song Cannelloni Macaroni.
Ooh.
And this is where it gets interesting for us. Because for this project, he started making this project at the start of the year. He talked to Eric Arvinder for this, who's a composer. He made arrangements for this song for strings, trombone, saxophone. After Nas says this, he says the following. And they were like, just gonna finish the Taylor Swift record and then we'll join Cannelloni Macaroni. Finally, he says that we've really pushed for this song because it deserves it. It felt very powerful to do this with him. So the conversation's not about Taylor, but he really dropped some interesting hints here.
Right.
So everyone thought that this Swedish DJ was saying that he worked with Taylor and that like that he had to work on this album and now he can work on Cannelloni Macaroni.
Right.
But no, what he was saying is that he wanted to work with Eric Arvinder.
Yes.
And Eric said, I got to finish up this Taylor Swift thing.
Eric was like, I'm busy. I'm working for Taylor Swift. So the question now is, what was Eric working with her on? The interesting part of this is that other people are saying, and this, I don't know how accurate this is. I only saw tweets, that Eric, I guess, sometimes works with Max Martin. That's what people were saying. And they were like, ooh.
Benjamin Ingrosso, isn't Ingrosso like a huge DJ?
The name sounds familiar, but I really don't know. I don't really know DJs, though, to be fair. That's out of my wheelhouse.
It's Sebastian Ingrosso. Oops.
Oh, maybe they're related.
Ingrosso. Yeah, maybe they are.
Interesting. But, maybe it's a comment, maybe it's like Smith.
Yeah, but
interesting.
That makes sense. Max Martin, Max Martin's Swedish, right?
I think so. Let me look. I actually don't know, but someone was saying that Eric Arvinder works with Max Martin occasionally. I do think. Let's see. I'll tell you right now. Yes, he's Swedish.
Okay.
Oh, so that makes sense. But here's the thing with this.
Cut from the same cloth.
Musical men.
I know, so these Swedish
the
men.
Swedes. All the Swedes. Avicii? Wasn't Avicii Swedish?
I think so.
A lot
of Eastern European or something.
Yeah. Close enough.
Yeah.
Fun fun. Well, anyway, so I think, and the big to-do with this is that Universal Music, I guess, people are saying, I guess that was posted by something that had to do with Universal. I don't know. They made them delete it. And that's why everyone's freaking out, because they're like, oh no, he said too much. Yeah. Now people are going to go crazy, whatever. But I think from our perspective, that could really mean anything.
It could mean anything.
It could mean I want to finish the record. He could be doing something in the background that takes 5 minutes for an album that'll come out in 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. Or maybe he's working on something that they're adding at the last second to one of the re-records. Or, maybe it's something completely different that we don't know. This is not enough information for me to get excited at all.
No, it's not enough. I wish he spilled a little bit more, but yeah,
he probably doesn't know.
Yeah, he honestly probably doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could literally be for anything. It'd be for the soundtrack for the documentary. It could be soundtrack for a movie. Like, who knows?
She could be writing a movie or writing a song for a new movie.
Yeah.
Or literally, she herself could be doing the movie, and whatever. Who the fuck knows? But kind of crazy. Kind of crazy for Eric Arvender to just be like, oh, hold on, man, let me just finish up the Taylor Swift project, as if it's like no big.
He probably didn't realize that this DJ was going to put him on blast.
Be like saying it. True, I guess. Would you? Well, yeah, it's so hard. Like, how do you not tell your friends?
I have to finish the new Taylor Swift record.
Sorry, I'm on the news. I'm on the new Swift project. Yeah. I don't think I could get away with like not telling my friends. Like, if I were to, it'd be in the group chat for sure.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, ancillary friends, like, could I
don't even know if I would tell my friends, though. I think I would tell like
would you say secret project? My friends would be nosy.
Yeah, I think I would say
like, well,
secret project, and I'd be like, I literally can't tell you guys, because I don't think I would risk losing my relationship with her.
I might not even tell people that I'm working on something. Like, I don't even think I'd say special project. I'd be like, I gotta work, and just leave it at that. Like,
don't ask.
So crazy.
So crazy.
So we'll see. But yeah, if this guy Eric works with Max Martin. We love him, obviously, from 1989, and a lot of songs previous. Like, Max Martin's worked on a lot with Taylor, so we love that. Very exciting. And who knows? We'll circle back to that.
Yeah,
I'm sure,
definitely keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah, whenever we hear about it, which will be exciting. Speaking of things that aren't true,
yeah.
Tyra Banks. Well, actually, I want to wheel it back. I got a text this morning. I'm gonna look up the time exactly. I got a text from my dad at 9:01 a.m. saying, "Bodyguard remake with Taylor. I'm sure you're all over it already." And I said, "What?
What? Yeah.
Never heard that once." I said, "I'm sure it's just a rumor." Yeah, for real. I'm sure he saw it probably on like fucking, foxnews.com.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, just a rumor for now, but I have a feeling they wouldn't replace Whitney with Taylor." And then I come into work and I come to find out, I like just thought my dad was, I had no idea what he was talking about. You told me that Tyra Banks said it. Tyra Banks was like, because I guess they are doing a remake of The Bodyguard, which is famously a movie.
There's been like whispers of Warner Brothers doing
a remake. Which is going to be really tough. So people who haven't seen The Bodyguard, the original, it is Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner is her bodyguard. She's obviously a famous singer, Whitney Houston. She's not actually, I don't think her name is Whitney. It's not Whitney in the movie. She just like plays herself, but with a different name, basically. Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston like fall in love with each other, and it's a very beautiful movie, honestly. Go watch. But if it were to be redone, it would have to be done with like a true diva, like Beyonce could do it. Like that would actually be amazing for Beyonce to do. Or even like Mariah or like Ariana Grande or whoever is like the next up with like a voice like Whitney. And love Taylor, but she's not. It's not the same kind of artist.
No.
And I think replacing Whitney Houston with Taylor in a remake would be
super controversial.
And also a shitstorm. Like, people would not. We'd be drowning trying to defend.
I don't even think it is an inkling
not even
of
close.
A conversation.
No.
I think Tyra was just saying it to stir the pot and be Tyra and get her name in the press. She was the co-host because Jenna Bush Hager has been doing like the new different guest hosts for like each episode
since Hilda left.
So Tyra was the guest host. They were talking about it, and Tyra said that she wants Taylor Swift and Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Like,
which did she? Oh, so she listened. She found out that Idris Elba was on London Boy.
Yeah,
and then she ran
they're
with that.
friends.
Like, okay.
I think she wanted to like do like a race switch.
like a role reverse. But
Like
that,
instead of
to
like a
me,
black
is, like,
woman, it's a white woman and then a black man.
But I feel like the fact that it was a black woman who was the star and a white
Yeah.
woman, that is like kind of what was cool about it.
I agree.
Like,
I don't
like the
think
other
you
way,
should
it's like,
replace.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't think you should replace.
I'm putting my woke hat on for that one.
Me
Like,
too.
I'm kind
No.
of like, oh no. Like,
I definitely am too. I don't think you should replace a black woman's role for a white woman. It just doesn't really make sense because then you take away all the complexities
100%.
of being a black woman in the spotlight.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like it's a huge part of the movie. So it's kind of like, not. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a huge. It's certainly a
topic
theme
of
the movie.
for sure.
Yeah. It's an integral part, I would say, and it also the fact that like the way Kevin Costner is, like, he's very respectful. He's very like it just. He's like, he acts like a white guy. Like, I don't know. I just, there's something weird about it. Like that I just would never think that if they were to remake that movie, they would like cast it with a white woman. Like that would be, I can't imagine the headlines. Like, and I can't imagine anyone in Taylor's camp would be like, yeah, girl, do it.
Yeah,
like, in
no.
what world? No way. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's love from Tyra. She thinks that she can jump in and take on that role, whatever. But disrespectful to Whitney Houston, low key. Like,
totally.
Like,
and
what
no
do you
offense to
mean?
Tyra, she hasn't really been like on the nose with picking.
She
didn't really do a great job on America's Next Top Model. You know what I mean?
America's Next Top Model was maybe the greatest, funniest show of all time.
Crazy
like,
that it was on TV.
Crazy it was on
Yeah.
TV. Like when you watch it back, it's one of those shows where like I watched every episode. Appointment TV. My dad and I would watch like Appointment. I was in middle school or something, high school probably by the time it got canceled. And it was so brutal. Like
Tyra
she
was just jealous and evil.
ruthless.
Yeah.
Jealous and evil.
She would take someone with like beautiful, long, like silky black hair and then give her a fucking like, a pixie cut and then kick her off.
A bleached pixie cut and then get rid of her.
Yeah.
Like it was absolutely ruthless, like the meanest TV you could ever watch. But it's one of those shows where you just gasp the whole time.
Yeah.
Like you're absolutely
gagged.
gagged.
The fucking like race episode is still like talked about
where
today.
she made everybody change races. Oh my god! Like it is so bad. It's so
it's
bad.
laughable how bad it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it is funny to rewatch, but I can't believe in real time. Like in real time, I'm in like the 8th grade and I'm gagged at the race episode.
No, it's like,
I'm like,
no
that girl's
wonder
wearing
I had
blackface.
no,
Like,
literally, like no wonder we have all such like body issues because like
it's nuts.
she's like telling like the plus size model on America's Next Top Model was like a size 4.
It's
You're
truly
like,
insane.
Okay, what?
Shocking, like absolutely shocking. But all that being said, like I'm a fan of Tyra as an absurd character. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, where it's
yeah.
like I like her because she's absurd and everything she says is absurd and everything she does is absurd. So now I guess she's trying to break her way into morning TV, guest hosting and stuff. And she's just saying crazy shit. So don't worry about this. Don't get up in arms. I worry about that. Like that's when I see things like that.
No,
if I saw a
it
headline
seems
like Taylor Swift and Idris Elba, blah, 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 I'd be like, the comments are going to be like, really?
No, it seems like everybody knows it's Tyra
Good.
just being Tyra.
Good.
Tyra just being Tyra.
Good. People being people, Kanye West, up to his shit. Oh, hello. What time is it? 2:28.
We still have 20 minutes.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
You're rude.
Do we have 20 minutes?
Yeah. 2:45.
I wish that door was closed all the way. Fuck. Anyway, okay. Oh, what do they do? Who's after us?
Son of a boy dad. Should I text? Do you want to text Ronan and ask him for like 10 more minutes?
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I feel bad because I'm like, why can't they go upstairs? They have their own studio up there.
I don't know.
Is it Pat Bev?
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Then yes, I will ask them to. I'll say, sorry, we're in this. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not even going to text. They're fine. They can wait. They literally fuck up our set every time.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We'll be fine. Speaking of people just saying shit to say shit, Kanye West.
Yeah, we debated talking about this last week, and obviously people have been talking about it online. It's just like I feel like we have to let's just briefly touch on it and then like put it behind us because I hate giving this man the attention that he already gets. People are like, oh, why don't we like? It's like, don't platform him. Like, this guy's already platformed.
He's platformed.
Like, this guy, everything he says is a news headline. Everything he does is a tweet, is the biggest thing on fucking Instagram, like Twitter, whatever. So it's like, it's hard not to platform someone that's being platformed by everybody in the world. So it's like, okay, so if everyone else is talking about it, we're not supposed to. But like, in this case, I'd feel like let's just talk about what happened and then
just talk about, move on. And I agree with you. It's the problem really with Kanye. The way to stop Kanye West is to stop fucking talking about him. Like that's what it is. Like people need to stop talking about it. TMZ stop reporting it. Other, every single fucking like news outlet, quote unquote, is repeating what he's doing and what he's saying. He's lashing out. He wants attention. He tweeted some unsavory things about Taylor Swift recently, sexually, concerning Justin Bieber and Harry Styles. Disgusting piece of garbage. Like, and he does this all the fucking time. Like, he's obsessed with her. He's obsessed with her. He's obsessed with sex concerning her. Yeah. And he
also said something like, I never had sex with like Taylor Swift, but like I tried to, or something like that.
Yes,
he tried to say something like that.
He says he's predatory. Yeah. He's predatory, and he's now spreading rumors about Taylor and her sex life, or whatever, however you want to phrase it. It's certainly not to the point where now the camps of the other people, Harry Styles and Justin Bieber, are starting to Justin Bieber hasn't said anything, but Harry Styles' camp came out and said, like, nothing that Kanye West is saying is true, and we don't associate with him. Like, he's a piece of shit, basically.
This is all Daily Mail too, so like take that with a grain of salt. But like, I mean, the dude's a fucking Nazi, and he's open about it, and he sells merch about it. Like, that's issue A, like one right there.
That should be enough.
That should be enough. Like, why are it's just like, I don't understand how he still ruffles. I mean, our feathers are very clearly ruffled.
Well, but
it's just
they
like,
stay ruffled for him. Like, we fucking
it's just
hate
like
him.
So annoying. It's just like,
go away already.
Go away. Like, I just wish, honestly. I was gonna say something bad, but
that he would die. I wish it. I'll say it. I wish he was dead. Like, enough is enough. Like, either dead or go to the fucking psych hospital. Like, clearly there's something not right with you. I have no sympathy for someone who is trying to normalize Nazi talk and putting like this Nazi symbol everywhere, naming songs off your tracks, anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's why. I mean, obviously there's things to get upset about in the world all the time, and everybody needs someone to stand up for them or whatever. But I'll say something like, nothing gets me more heated than anti-Semitism. Like, I don't know why. Maybe because of like my friends and the people I've dated and people that are in my life, and I like have been surrounded by Jewish people my whole life. But when I see anti-Semitism in any form, I get fucking pissed off, as if it's a personal affront to me. And when I see fucking Kanye West continue to go off, and people be like, oh well, I'll listen to his like, this isn't. Fuck him. Like, actually fuck him. Like, he's disgusting, and he's garbage, and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's gotten past the point of it's gotten past the point of controversial. Like,
yes, it's hurtful. It's
terrorist. Like, it's terroristic. Like, it's like what's it like? He's like a domestic terrorist.
No, literally. Like, and so like. He's disgusting, and I do. I hope he dies. I really do. I will dance on his fucking grave, and I won't give a shit. Like, he is not. His wires got crossed somewhere along the line, and they're not going back. Clearly, and he doesn't want him to.
He doesn't want him to.
He wants to be this person.
Yeah.
He loves being a Nazi. He says it. I love being a Nazi. Disgusting. Enough with him.
Enough.
But regardless, shout out to Harry's team for shutting that down. Loved that.
Yeah.
And then also just like, fuck him forever. Like, you're dead. You're dead for the rest of
time.
time.
Me and all my homies hate Kanye West.
Exactly.
And just
also,
like,
another shout to fucking Azalea Banks, that psychopath who loves Taylor Swift, also talking shit on Kanye, being like, why does anybody give this man attention? Like, she always, like, she's psycho. She's not good, but I love that she sticks up
when
for
she
Taylor.
reads people to filth, she reads them to filth.
She reads them to filth, and she read them to filth. So we appreciate her for that. Nothing else, just when she sticks up for Taylor.
Yeah, right.
Gia, another thing on our list, we got to make sure our calendars are marked to make sure that we are ahead of the game on Mother's Day. Okay, I know that my mom is. She cares a lot about Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And a lot of mothers do. They want that appreciation, and they deserve that appreciation.
Totally.
And who better to help with that appreciation than our besties over at Steven Singer? Steven Singer has been there for us through thick and thin. They sent us diamonds. They sent us roses, the 24-karat gold dipped roses to be specific. And for this upcoming Mother's Day, we've got a new color.
A new limited edition.
Limited edition Blue Moon Rose.
It's beautiful. 24-karat dipped Blue Moon Rose. You can skip flowers, a dye in a week, because Steven Singer Jewelers gold dip roses are real roses dipped in real 24-karat gold and are guaranteed to last a lifetime. I don't know about you guys, but my mom's birthday is also the same weekend as Mother's Day.
Oh my
God!
So
I'm gonna be doubling up on the Blue Moon roses, on the 24-karat roses.
She might need a bouquet.
You are right. I might get her a stand, the one that I have on my desk.
The 3 stand, the tri stand.
Yes, it's really beautiful, and you can give her something that she can look at and remember how loved she is all year long. Picture a brilliantly bright blue rose with diamond-like sparkles. It glistens from across the room, and it's clear, very gorgeous. And this forever gift of a long, real stemmed, 24 karat gold dipped rose has Steven's full lifetime guarantee, and it comes to you in an impressive gift box and your own personalized Mother's Day note. So order now exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com. Hurry, because these will not be restocked and supply is limited. Shipping is always complimentary. That means free. And nothing says I love you like a real, authentic Steven Singer 24 karat gold dip rose that lasts forever. Only available from Steven Singer Jewelers in Philly or online at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Damn, I was trying to do it at the same time as you. I jumped in.
You can go it again.
Sorry.
Ready?
Yeah.
IHateStevenSinger.com.
Moving on quickly to Travis has some things happening in his life.
Yes, go Travis.
Nominated or in the pool to be nominated for an Emmy for grotesquerie. Come on now.
You gotta love the delusion
or just fucking hilarious.
They
want to get him up on the screen. They want to get him there.
They want him They want to get him there, which I get,
of course.
And like, screw it. If you want to throw his name in the hat, throw his name in the hat. Do I think he deserves it? No.
But honestly, that whole show, like, grotesquerie.
Was it daytime Emmy? No. It's
no.
The normal
it's
Emmy.
regular Emmy. Yeah. The thing with Emmys is like you can submit everyone in the show to be nominated. Yeah, but it all depends on who gets nominated. Yeah. So he might not get nominated. Like,
that'd be crazy if he did.
I would cry laughing. Like, that would be the funniest. That would be the biggest, like, we want Travis Kelce at our event.
Oh yeah, totally.
Nomination that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? No offense to Travis, but like I did watch grotesquerie, and I did catch up and I watched his whole role. And while there were moments of like, okay, Trav.
Yeah.
It's, his first gig out the gate.
Yeah, that's
like the lowest tier American Horror Story spinoff show that they've ever had. You know what I mean? Like, love them, love everybody on that show, whatever, but be real,
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fucking
Like,
for real.
yeah. Just happy for him.
Happy for him.
I'm proud of his acting
cheer him
career,
on
for sure.
Exactly. If he gets nominated, I'll be the first one cheering.
Me too. I mean? Totally. No doubt.
So crazy, so ridiculous. But also he's continues to be busy, booked and busy. He and Patrick opening up a steakhouse.
And we had no idea about this.
Not a single clue. It's called 1587 Prime, which is a total ripoff of my college's steakhouse named 1924 Prime.
I feel like every bougie steakhouse is always like 1997 Prime.
Literally.
Like, everything's like prime steak. Well, because you want like prime rib.
Prime, yeah.
But
it's always the year and then prime.
Yeah, it's always like something like along those lines. And listen, Kansas City, it's known for their beef barbecue,
meats.
known for their meats. Didn't he have like a dried meats? Or I think so. Remember when he came out with those
yes,
or like frozen meals? Like where?
Yes,
they,
was it him and Jason both?
I don't remember.
It was like Kansas City barbecue.
Yeah, like frozen
Hungry Man meals or something.
Yeah, Travis Kelce's Kitchen, signature barbecue frozen dinners.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Should we order them?
We definitely should. Is that called just like Travis Kelce's Kitchen, or was it called like Hungry?
No, it's called Travis Kelce's Kitchen.
So strange. Well, not strange. It's like good marketing.
Yeah,
but
I remember
funny.
talking about this. Burnt ends, barbecue baked beans.
Yes. Oh, the burnt ends.
Yeah,
and that sounds delicious.
Bacon mac and cheese.
Yum.
Burnt ends mac and cheese.
Yum.
Shit, we should try this.
We should try that. We'll place an order. We'll let you guys know. The steakhouse comes out summer 2025. Love.
Perfect.
So I'm excited.
So when we go for the Eagles-Chiefs game, we'll get a res.
As soon as it opens, I'm gonna see how far out you can make a res, and I'll make a.
Yeah.
We gotta make a res.
Gotta
figure it out, and I think that'll be a good time.
That's so funny.
Shout out to Donna Kelce for
stirring the pot.
It's been a while since we've seen Donna in the news.
Without her even trying. All she does is like a comment.
It's crazy. So Donna Kelce, someone commented on it was a clip of Travis in the.
Yeah, it was. I think Donna
nieces,
posted a picture. It was some sort of Donna on Facebook, I believe.
Yeah, of course. Facebook getting everyone in trouble always.
Yeah, right. I think she posted some sort of video about Jason and Kylie and the pregnancy and giving birth and everything, and everyone's sending their congratulatory messages, and somebody commented like, so exciting. Like, can't wait for Travis to be a dad. And she liked the comment. And now all the headlines are, Donna Kelce confirms baby on the way for Travis and Taylor. Donna Kelce confirms that
crazy
that Travis and Taylor are gonna have a kid. Like, okay, let's just take a deep breath here.
Everybody chill out. Everyone.
All she did was like a comment.
Let's turn the heat down. Right. All she did was like a comment. And of course, like, first of all, you want to hear that about your son. And you also believe that, like, yeah, Travis will probably be a great dad. That doesn't mean that Taylor Swift's pregnant right now. Or that means that anybody is pregnant.
Yeah.
You know?
Chaos on Facebook. Donna Kelce innocently shared a video of Travis Kelce meeting his niece during New Heights.
Yeah.
And then liked a comment about what a great dad he'll be. The comment said, Trav's going to make a wonderful father just like Jason.
And that is a normal comment to like about your son.
And Donna liked the tweet, which ipso facto now apparently they're expecting 20 children.
Of course.
Taylor's a mother-to-be and Donna is a grandma and they already bought the baby Bjorn.
And this is the official announcement.
Yes,
this
and
is Donna Kelce
liking a
Facebook
comment is them announcing to the world. Yes.
It's confirmation
Thank you, Donna.
Of their new chapter in life. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
It's just crazy.
Wouldn't that
the
be
grasps.
It's crazy. But wouldn't it be so funny if, like, we haven't seen Taylor in a long time and all of a sudden she has a baby?
Stop. Stop that. Like, I would die dead in my, I would just be dead in my grave. Like, if she was
like, it's been a while, it's been a long time coming, ... And it's like
lifts
a picture
up a
of a baby.
Travis
holding a baby.
Whose baby is that?
I'd be like, stop posting pictures of baby. It'd be so funny. But no, so everybody relax.
Yep, everyone.
Donna's just being a mom on Facebook. And she didn't even, like, this is
like, let Donna be a mom on Facebook.
Let her be a mom on Facebook. This, though, is so, like, is nothing. You know what I mean? Like, this is normal. Like, this is not Donna's fault. This is the headline's fault.
No, totally
And
not.
the people desperate for clicks.
This is just like kind of like another Nick Wright situation where like they're just, news cycle is slow, so let's grab whatever we can here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The news cycle has been nothing but the ladies in space moving away from Taylor. That's all the regular Taylor news I believe we have. But Katy Perry and friends, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, and I forget the other ladies.
Here's something controversial I'll say.
Say it. Because
I wanted them to get stuck. I wanted them to get stuck like those astronauts did for 6 months, wherever the fuck, actually going up there to do something useful or fix something. They were literally going up there to fix something.
Like, go to the space station at least.
Like, at least, like, take a picture of Earth or something. Like, at least, like, I don't even know, like, go look at a star, go look at the moon. Like, what the fuck are you doing going up there for 2 minutes just to come back down and make such a fucking display out of the whole thing? We're doing this for women. Like, you're doing this for yourselves.
No.
And you're trying to make it look like this feminist movement when no, you're setting women back actually 90,000 years by making us look like selfish assholes.
It was
like, you're going to tell me that so many people in this country are losing money by the boatloads and you're going to spend $11 million, whatever the fuck it costs, to go up to space for 2 minutes?
For 2 minutes.
Just for your ego? Like, literally, go fuck off, Katy Perry. Like, actually, and you know what? You too, Gayle.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, Gayle. I love Gayle.
I love Gayle,
but
too.
Why'd you gotta rope yourself into the group of women? The worst group, fucking Lauren Sanchez. Fuck off.
Here's what this was. This was Jeff Bezos needing his, like, dick stroked.
No,
like,
literally.
That's what this was.
Did you see him eating shit?
Yes, I did see him eating shit, and that was the funniest thing
Karma
I have ever seen.
Is our boyfriend.
So everybody obviously has been paying attention to this. They made, and Gia, I didn't, until it was over, I had no idea, like, the stipulations. I thought, yes, they're going into space. They'll probably be gone for a little while.
No,
and I thought they were probably going to the space station, probably going to take a tour. Like, I thought it was going to be this huge thing, which in that case, I was excited. I said, yes, that's cool that they're going to the space station.
Yeah.
They're going to show, content. Like, yes, it's stupid that Katy Perry and, like, who cares who went?
Because they're talking about, like, the importance of
Yes, I thought it was at least interesting, right?
Yeah.
When I was getting ready to come into the office, and I didn't even see them take off. I was like, they've landed back on Earth. It was like 9 a.m. I said, what? What are you talking about? And they were up there 11 minutes total, 4 minutes in space only. And all they did up there was they each had, like, their own camera set up. They, like, unhooked themselves. They floated around for a few minutes, and then they hooked themselves back in and went down. Katy Perry, she like brought up a flower, and then she brought up
her set list.
Her set list for her upcoming tour. Which again, Katy, I'm sorry, girl. Like
no one gives a
you
flying
worked with
fuck.
Dr. Luke, and everyone hates you now.
Yeah,
like,
no, literally.
That album
Did you
will
see
tank forever.
The
Kesha
Wendy's?
and the Wendy's.
Yeah, that was crazy. Wendy's responded to the tweet about them going up in space and said, we should send her back.
Yeah. About them getting her back.
About Katy Perry. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
so it was like Katy Perry has arrived back to
Yeah.
Earth, and Wendy's, the official account, responded, can we send her back?
Yes.
And then like 30 minutes later, Kesha posted a picture of her drinking a Wendy's cup, which I'm obsessed with. Because,
no, I thought that was great. I thought it was great because truly, I cannot believe that Katy Perry, and like, Katy Perry
she just
working
keeps
with
digging her own holes.
I know.
Like, what are you doing? Like,
there
who are
is
your
no
PR
defending
people?
her. There's no defending
it's like,
her.
you just keep making it worse and worse for yourself, and now you're just bragging in everybody's face about how you're taking this pointless fucking space mission. And you know what? If they wanted to do it, just them, go up for 4 minutes, whatever, cost us all this money. Just don't make a fucking huge deal out of it. The
you're exactly
spectacle
right.
that you guys made out of it, for you guys to go up for 11 minutes is absurd. This is not some giant feat for women. This is just a bunch of rich people getting their dicks sucked.
100%. And you hit the nail on the head. Like, for them to have packaged it as this feminist thing is insulting. I could not agree more with that.
Totally agree.
So insulting. Like, it makes it look like girly girls, let's all get our blowouts and go to space.
My God, and we're gonna wear skin tight.
It's like,
outfits.
Shut the fuck. Right. They've got sexy
cute.
space outfits on.
Like,
get
fuck,
out.
Like,
get
literally
out.
fuck
So
off.
here's how I believe it went down when I was like because I was cracking up. I couldn't believe this. Jeff Bezos wants to push, and so does Elon Musk, by the way. They both are doing this right now, but Elon is pretending like he's doing it for the government when in reality he's got dollar signs.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos is a little more obvious about the fact that he wants Blue Origin, his space company. It's, I guess, cool to be a billionaire with a space company. If you're not a billionaire with a space company, you're not a real billionaire, apparently, in the eyes of these douchebags. Jeff Bezos, his mission for Blue Origin is, yes, space research, but also to expand into space, like travel, like to go to space and spend time in space and like visit space, like space tourism. That's what I'm looking for. Space tourism is Blue Origin's like low key
Can
plan.
we like be concerned about what's going on down here?
That's please. So anyway. So that's going on. They tried to do this once. If people remember, it was either last year or 2 years ago. I'm not quite sure. But they tried to do this thing, and they were going to send Pete Davidson. Remember,
I
Pete
remember
Davidson
that,
was going to go, and a few other like random celebs.
Yeah.
They all pulled out because they were like, "This is stupid," and it's a bad look because it's very expensive.
I thought it was going to be another Voyager thing.
No, same, honestly. Which that.
No, I didn't want them to die.
The idea
I just want them to learn their lesson.
That something could go so wrong that like they could die.
Yeah.
That obviously in itself is like, why are we risking the lives
Gayle
of these
King
people?
was like
Gayle did not want to go.
Scared.
Like Gayle did not want to go.
She did not want to go. Like,
that was another thing. Like,
who was putting her at gunpoint to get on that fucking spaceship?
Who knows? Like,
and Oprah?
So they pick and choose, like Jeff Bezos and his girlfriend were like, okay, let's pick famous people to come to space with me, Lauren Sanchez. She clearly wanted to go to space herself and was like, all right, this is who I'm going to pick. And I guarantee it was a list of people, and they would like go down this list, call, are you interested? No. Okay, next person. Okay, next person. And that's, I'm sure, how they came up with this list of people.
They got to list
random as fuck.
List 90.
Katy Perry never says no because she's dying for a resurgence, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they do this whole thing. They make a spectacle. And it was the dumbest thing ever. And actually, the first time that I've ever fully sided with Olivia Munn. Do you see what Olivia Munn said about this?
The Olivias banded together. Olivia Munn and Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde said the same thing. All the Olivias coming together. And I'll say this. I have not always been a fan of Olivia Munn.
Yeah, neither have I.
I think that she's another one who like pretends to be a girl's girl but isn't. Like, she's whatever. I'm whatever on her. I don't need to talk shit about her. I also don't like the whole John Mulaney thing. Who knows? But they're happy with children, so whatever. Regardless, for the first time, I swear to God, in my life, I saw her saying, like, isn't this a little, like, ostentatious? Like, what are we doing? Why are we spending this money? Why do we need to do this?
And she said it on with Jenna Bush, which I respected, too.
Same.
Yeah.
I respect the fuck out of that. And what she said was completely valid, I thought, being like, why are we doing this? Like, not only is it ridiculous to spend this money and make a spectacle, it's also, you know, what if something goes wrong? Like, that's even worse of a look.
I just don't, I personally,
it's crazy.
As I've gotten older, like, one of the biggest things I've learned in my life is like, there is nothing in this world worth risking my life.
No, nothing.
So like when my friends want to do like this crazy, jump off a bungee cord, whatever, I'm good. I'm gonna pass.
I used to want to jump out of a plane. Now I'm like,
oh,
no.
totally. I almost
set.
went skydiving when I was like 17, 16. I would never do that today.
I don't think so. No.
And like I just don't understand the risking your life for literally nothing.
For nothing.
It's not even, maybe we'll get to go out with a beautiful sight of the earth and, we'll feel like little specks so it all won't matter in the end. No, you're literally going up. They didn't even go to space. They went to the first rim that's like considered space. Like
yes. They all they did was break through the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally all they did. And then they came right back down.
And Olivia Wilde said something very similar. She was like, wow, like so much money spent just for like a couple memes. Like
literally.
It's really discouraging and disheartening to see stuff like this happening. It feels super, super dystopian. Like
it
feels like Hunger Games.
And
like,
this is all. And
there's
again,
people starving in District
Bezos.
12, and then there's people in the Capitol eating so much and then taking a pill to throw
drinking
up.
So they can drinks, they can throw it up and eat more.
And that's literally what this is like.
Yep. And that's billionaire shit. Like Jeff Bezos is so rich that he doesn't have a grasp on reality.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he and his girlfriend Lauren Sanchez cooked this idea up and thought this is going to be the best like sales pitch for Blue Origin as space tourism that we could ever ask for.
Like who
what are you
wants
talking
to get
about?
into space tourism right now? Like
no.
Our country is really in a really bad spot.
Who can afford even besides the billionaires and
Yeah.
besides being asked to go for free? Like none of these people paid for this trip.
It's
like
crazy.
Jeff Bezos foot the bill.
Yeah.
But it's still like it's insane. It's ridiculous all around. I can't believe it. Happy that they're back safe from this ridiculous fucking trip.
Yeah,
I would love to hear Gail Uncensored. I want to hear because I know
I just need
that
to know
she's gonna talk shit. I know she is. She did not want to do it. Even getting off when they're ringing the bell, she was pissed off looking. Like Oprah was there, like weeping, being like, "Thank God she landed again."
Did you
like,
see that tweet that's like she almost lost her best munch?
No.
I was like, oh my God.
Someone goes, wait, I saw one that was like, damn, if something happened, she really would have had to spend time with Stedman. I love the Oprah Stedman Gail jokes. It's my favorite.
So funny.
It's my favorite shit. No,
let's
it's
just
so
all
funny.
take a fucking chill pill.
Chill
I just
out.
really,
we don't need to be in space that bad. We just
do
don't.
not need to be in space.
don't.
Katy Perry does not need to be in space. Like I just, it's just really, really, really disgusting.
It's gross.
And I hope all of those women take a good look at themselves in the mirror and realize that they did jack shit.
Yeah.
For women.
I have
You
faith.
set us back
You
5
set us
years.
back.
Fuck
I
you.
have faith in Gail turning
Come
it
on,
around
Gail.
and
Show us
talking
the
shit.
truth.
I have faith in her explaining how ridiculous it like she
I hope
has
so.
to. She's very self-aware. She's got to.
I hope so.
All right. Quickly, because we got to get out of here, but I wanted to ask you a little bit. Have you seen all the videos of Sabrina Carpenter's skin in Fortnite?
Of course.
So I don't play Fortnite. I know nothing about Fortnite, but the videos going around of people like wearing, what is it how they're all dancing? Like, how is that?
So, well, Fortnite.
It's so funny.
Fortnite has emotes is what they're called. So you can like emote during the game. So like they have like they had the Renegade when that was popular. They had like the Floss.
It's amazing.
What are other songs
And
that
you can just do this like anywhere,
you have
right?
to buy them. You have to buy
have
them.
to buy it,
So
okay.
like when I was really into Fortnite, like I have so many emotes. I bought so many of them. Like I have Feather by Sabrina Carpenter. She has one that's I feel so much lighter like a feather.
that's
and
what
the emote.
That's what they've been doing. Like the
okay.
dancer, the Sabrina skins, like they've been dancing like her dances.
Yeah, so like when there's a popular song or dance move, usually it becomes an emo on Fortnite.
Yeah.
So then a lot of celebrities have partnered with Fortnite. So like Ariana Grande did it, and there's an Ariana Grande skin, and then you can also have the Ariana Grande emotes. There's Travis Scott.
Skin is just means like you get to be
player.
that character.
Yeah,
you're
you get to be that player.
Whoever
also,
you.
Timothy Chalamet has you could play as Paul Atreides. Like
really?
Yeah, you can play as
Oh,
Zendaya.
that's cool.
You could play as Chani and Zendaya.
Oh shit, that's cool.
So like they have like so many different.
So wait,
skins.
my question is like, do you? So if you're playing the game, right? So I know Fortnite you like battle people, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's like a shooter game.
So you go up. So if you're walking down the street, and then you just click like emote, you can be like standing in the street and then just start dancing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that's what the videos are. It's like a bunch of people meeting up in the game, all with their Sabrina skin on, doing the dances.
Yes.
And it's the funniest shit I swear
It's
I've
been
ever
funny
seen.
watching
Like,
all the men
oh
on
my
Twitter
God.
go like up in arms about
they're so mad.
the
They're like,
girly
Sabrina
pops
Carpenter
taking
ruined
over.
Fortnite. Everyone's like, I hope she keeps doing it. It's so fucking funny. I will say though, the Sabrina skin, way taller than real Sabrina.
Way taller. Also
She
looks nothing like her.
Doesn't look like her at all.
Yeah, yeah.
So but it's still like, because of the long blonde hair and the bangs, like it's very fucking funny. It almost looks like it was supposed to be a Taylor Swift skin, but they just like said it was Sabrina. Like,
yeah, it does.
just based on the height and like her legs are so long. Like
her legs are so long.
Sabrina's teeny tiny. So, but whatever. I just wanted to ask about that because I keep seeing the videos and I laugh every time.
They're hysterical.
They're so funny.
And I keep seeing videos of like people being like, there's like an unspoken truce. That, like if you see another Sabrina Carpenter skin, like you don't shoot each other.
Of course.
You just emo and then
everyone
like,
just chills and then walks away. Yeah. That's amazing. I love it. Perfect.
Very funny.
Perfect. All right. So if you want to call in and talk about anything we talked about today, Taylor, but not just Taylor, I want to hear about Coachella. I want to hear your thoughts on Katy Perry and space.
Yes, yeah,
I'm
totally.
dying to hear people's thoughts on that. If like everyone agrees with what we're saying.
Or maybe there's somebody out there that loved it.
Yeah, maybe. I would love to hear someone who loved it and what it did for them. I would love that. That would be. Maybe we need to expand our minds. G.
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
Just get outside of ourselves. But anyway, if you would like to do that, of course, for our Thursday episodes, our voicemail/DM episode, to leave a voicemail, go ahead and call
347-450-0723. 347-450-0723.
You can also text that number, and you can DM our Instagram page, Taylor.watch on Instagram. Go ahead and send us a DM, all your thoughts, and then we will also be doing rapid fire questions. So keep your eyes peeled tomorrow, Wednesday, for on our stories for questions if you want to submit a last second thing if you don't get your voicemail in on time. Yep. And I think that's basically it.
That's about it. Yeah, I think so.
Love it. Okay, wonderful episode. Nice little long episode for you guys. Love you so much. Mwah.
Love
See
you guys
on Thursday.